Hello, lovely people. How are you doing this morning or afternoon or evening, depending on the time you are seeing me? I hope all is well with you. Welcome to my tutorial for today. Firstly, I sincerely want to appreciate you guys for making me feel so special. The people I meet every day and the way they treat me, thank you so very, very much. Like I'm one very special person. I really appreciate that sincerely from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for adding color and meaning to my life. Okay, so today we are going to be making this very short dress with facing. Okay, this is actually one piece of Ankara that is 6 yards, but what I intend to remove from here is 2 yards. Okay, I'll be making the short dress using 2 yards from here. Okay, it may not even be up to the 2 yards. That's why I don't want to cut the 2 yards off. Okay, but it cannot be more than 2 yards, and then I'll be using this for the facing. Okay, so quickly we'll get started. Please subscribe if you are still undecided about it, and also tap the notification bell to get yourself notified. Okay, so quickly we'll fold our fabric. I'll be cutting both the front and the back, and it's not supposed to take much of our time. All right, and I will not be using lining for this. Okay, so I will fold this way and then fold again, making it into 4. Okay, so I have here my bust line, my waistline, my hip line, and the length of my dress here. Those are the lines you have here, and this is our starting point. Okay, so quickly I'll place my shoulder measurement. And 3 inches for shoulder slope. I'll be using half an inch. 3 inches here, half an inch here. Armhole of 8.5 inches. Okay, next we need to place my bust measurement divided into 4. That is quarter of my bust, 11.25. This is not a fitted bust measurement. I added ease to it. Okay, 11.25. Waist, quarter of my waist, 10, and quarter of my hip, 11.5. So next will be to add the sewing allowance. So to my bust, my waist, my hip, I added 2 inches sewing allowance. Okay, that's why you have them here now. Okay, now this my hip is 12.5. At the hemline, I'm going to add 1 more inch, that is 13.5. That's because I want the hemline to be a little bit wider than the hip. Okay, so I'll connect. Okay, I hope you get that. So this lower part now is a little bit wider than the hip. Okay, all right, so I've cut it out. Please, I have a zipper allowance of just 1 inch. Okay, so thank God I remembered. We ended up using 2 yards because this is what is left, and I'll cut my sleeve from here. Okay, so what we used is 2 yards. So next will be to just put the neck. From the picture we have, the neck is quite very high, and I wouldn't want mine to be as high as that. I'll use the neck width of 3.5 inches, and then neck depth of 6 inches, and 2 for back. hope you get that. 2 for back, 6 for front. Okay, so next will be to now cut the facing. So we'll fold this one and then place the fabric on top of it. Okay, now when you place like this, you will have to carefully mark the neck. Leave some space. So see the way I did it, I left some space. I didn't mark on the fabric, I left a little bit of space. Okay, now the length of the facing, I'll use 13 inches. Okay, and then for the one that came on the shoulder, I'll use 3.5 inches. Okay. Okay, so 13 inches, 3.5 inches. I'll be cutting these two because one will be forming the lining. Okay, so here I have the two. One the facing, the other one will form the lining. And also I have this one. If you like, you can put the facing at the back as well. This is 2.5 inches when on fold. Okay, I'll be using it for the other plate or ruffle in that front dress. Okay, and I cut as long as should go round. Okay, I have 2 of it. Okay, I'll have to join if it is necessary. All right. So now what I will do will be to go to the machine and sew the facing first of all. Okay. So I will sew this way round, turn it, close up this place because I'll be attaching this to the neckline. So I will not be lining here. So I'm lining only the lower part. Okay. I think when I finish, I should just attach it. Okay, because you know that in attaching it, you attach from the wrong side because the facing is sitting on the right side. So you are to place the facing on the wrong side, sew the neck, and then bring it to the right side. All right. Like I said, if you like, you can put the facing also at the back. Okay, so if you are putting at the back, I just felt the need to show it because it appears I'll put mine at the back as well. If you are putting the facing at the back as well, you see this is the front. This is the front facing I cut earlier. And then for the back of our fabric, we used 1 inch for zipper allowance. That's the 1 inch you have here. Okay, so I'll just cut. I'll have to put this one to get the neck line. All right. Okay, so I've attached it through the wrong side. Okay, and I moved it to the right side. I'm going to use pin to hold it, so I will safely sew round here. Okay, the same thing goes for the back, right? Okay, so now I've attached the facing. I also joined them at the shoulder. Next will be to attach this one. Now I took 1 inch away from the facing. I hope you see the marking. Okay, all the way around from the back through the front, the other side of the back, 1 inch away from the facing. That's where I'll be attaching this one. Okay, so I could just start from one part of the back this way. So let me put it well. I could just start from here this way and start to pleat. Okay, I'll just continue to pleat through to the other side. Okay, so when I finish, I'll just press it down, then it will stand on its own. So that will be the next thing to be done. Okay, so I've fixed the ruffles. Okay, so now the next thing will be to close the back, put the zip, close them at the two sides, and then attach the sleeve. Okay, and here we have our basic sleeve. I have this of about 1.5 inches. I'm going to be fixing it first, just as I did the facing. On the wrong side, I will sew, then I will turn it over to the right side. If you like, you can top stitch before you sew again here. I hope it's clear. Before I then attach to the body of the dress. Okay, now when I am through, I might decide to attach a pocket to it. Okay, so for the pocket, because I won't be showing it again, this is my waistline here. So I will go about 2 inches below my waistline, or 2.5 inches, or 3, it depends. Okay, remember this is my measurement. This other one is my sewing allowance. Okay, so from here I will attach my pocket with a space of about 7 inches. Okay, what it means is that I will sew from armhole down to this point, leave between here and here open, continue from here again down, so that I can comfortably fix the pocket here. All right. Okay, so here is the end result. I really need to give it a very good press. Okay, putting that is optional. Right? It's important to measure this point so that all of them are uniform. This is the back as well. Okay, thank you, and please keep being innovative. Keep your requests coming in, and I pray I have materials to oblige. I actually have some, but getting the materials to get it done seems to be a challenge. But I'm trusting God that things will be better. Okay, till we meet in my next tutorial, take very good care of yourself, and please don't forget to pray for us. Pray for me, and pray for your friends, and even people who are not your friends, and also extend a helping hand to someone who has no way of returning that gesture, and you'll be happy you did that. Take very good care of yourself once again. Bye.